YouTube has changed in 2025. The strategies that used to work 3-4 years ago aren't cutting it in 2025. And the creators and entrepreneurs that are winning on YouTube have adopted a new way to growing on this platform. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the 7 lessons that YouTube has come out as the reasons to why their audiences are watching YouTube. And if you want to grow not only a channel, but a business in 2025 using the power of YouTube, then you'll want to stick around for these 7 lessons, because I'm going to walk you through every single one of them so you don't have to. But before we dive in, let me ask you this one thing. Do you feel like you're doing all the right things? You're posting videos, you're posting shorts, but you're not seeing the results that you want? Maybe you're trying to go viral, you're trying to get subscribers, but you're not getting any traction with anything that you're doing. Well, you're not alone. The truth is, a lot of creators and entrepreneurs are stuck in the old way of doing things, like obsessing over the tags that you're using, or the order at which you post the videos, or the time of day that you're posting the videos. None of those things matter anymore to YouTube. Yes, they have a place in them. Like, I don't want to post at 3 a.m. when no one's on, but it's not as important as it used to be. So the first main lesson that this report talks about is how long format is outbeating short form content. Where short form videos are great for garnering and creating attention, but long form videos are great for building trust. And as entrepreneurs, you know that the fundamental thing in order to sell our products and services is trust. Without trust, there is no transaction. There is no authority. You cannot have a business without trust. That is why content like video podcasts, long form tutorials, and all these YouTube videos are ranking so well and exploding on YouTube, because people take time to consume their content, building so much trust than a short form 15-second, 30-second video could ever do. Think about it. If someone's spending 20, 30, or 60 minutes with you, how much more of a relationship you have with that person when someone's spending 30 seconds with you? This is why when I ask people point blank, do you know any TikTok followers? Like, do you follow someone religiously on TikTok? And 9 times out of 10, they can't even think of one TikToker that they follow. But if I ask them what YouTubers they follow, oh, they can mention like 5 off the top of their head. Because when a YouTuber or a business owner posts a YouTube video, we are always glued to watching their content. It's because of the relationship we build by creating long form video instead of short form. And YouTube came out saying that 73% of viewers subscribe to channels that have long form content versus short form. So this shows that more time equals more trust. Long story short, post long form. Lesson number 2 that it talked about in this report was how authenticity is beating out perfectionism. Gone are the days of the Mr. Beastification of YouTube, where everything is polished and every single second has animations and text and transitions and effects. People don't want that anymore. With AI coming out with clones of ourselves that can, manipulate and change what we're saying, people are craving authenticity. So you don't need a Hollywood set or the perfect lighting setup to attract your ideal viewer, to attract your ideal client. What they care about is you and the message that you have to share. 85% of viewers shared that they trust creators and entrepreneurs more when they share personal stories and their struggles. Why? Because relatability beats out polished videos every single time. This is another reason why video podcasting is so important and so crucial in 2025. It's raw, it's conversational, and it lets the audience see the real you. Forget the over-edited, highlighted reels and focus on the authentic conversation and message that you want to share with your audience. Show up as a human and your audience will connect with you far deeper than ever before. Lesson number 3 is all about storytelling. If you want to hook a viewer into watching your video, you have to leverage storytelling. Storytelling keeps the viewer hooked. Whether you're sharing a challenge that you've overcome, or a lesson that you learned, or insights that you picked up along your journey, your viewers want to connect with you. and the best way to connect with you is through storytelling. As an example, in one of my earlier videos, I talk about the story of how I met 31 multi-millionaires all through the power of podcasting and how they completely changed my life and my business forever, and the 7 lessons that I learned from meeting these people. And sharing that story, you'd be shocked at how many DMs and people were asking me more questions. I'm like, well, can you explain this more in depth? Like, I got so much traction on that one video. It was crazy. All because I shared the stories and the lessons and the struggles I had around meeting these people. And so focus on storytelling. You will succeed so much more on this platform. I know it's going to be a goal for me and how I can become a better storyteller. Lesson number 4 is a big one. They really emphasize the importance of community over audiences. You see, an audience will watch 1 or 2 videos, but a community will not only watch every single video, but will share your video with other people, and they will show up and comment and be a real part of your channel. 71% of viewers say that they watch a creator or an entrepreneur's videos because they want to feel like they're a part of that community. So how do you build one? How do you build a community around what you're talking about on YouTube? Well, hate to say it, another avenue for a podcast, because guess what? You invite people on your podcast, aka in your community, and they're like an extension conversation for the viewers. So it's like they're sitting in the room with you. And when you feel connected, they're more likely to engage and share because they're relating to the stories that you share on the podcast and the struggles you face, because it's just a conversation. I feel like every lesson I'm going to go on, I can like touch on how video podcasts like are the recipe for success. So if you just want to learn how you can use video podcasting to double your business, to not worry about sales and acquisition, then click on the link in the description because I want to help you. All right. So without further ado, let's go to lesson number 5. Lesson number 5 is education is king. This one, I feel like we already knew that education is important, but I think the trend or what's changing is that people want to be entertained. So they want the edutainment. They want to be educated while being entertained. Because if you think back to high school, you know, how many high school teachers do you remember? The reality is I remember 1 or 2 because they stood out because they were more than just teachers. They were leaders, they were guides, they were people I connected with either by humor or by values or by how much they cared about me. Most of the teachers in high school, I don't remember their freaking names because they didn't make an impression on me. They just taught things without any sort of entertaining value. And so in your content, how can you entertain them? It doesn't mean dancing and doing all these crazy edits. It just means how do you tell a story in your content to make it more enjoyable? We don't go to YouTube just to learn. We want to be entertained. We want to pass time. We want more than just that, right? So try your best to include this entertaining side to your education. The report talked a lot about how trust is the new foundation of building YouTube channels, aka businesses. You see, the creators and entrepreneurs that are building the biggest channels out there today are also building the biggest businesses of today. And that's because they're focusing on trust. They're focusing on building community and being transparent and telling stories. I mean, the list goes on. It all plays together in growing not just a channel, but a business and a life that is fueling you. Another reason why you need a video podcast, guys. I can't say this enough. A video podcast is like a trust amplifier. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire, because what is a podcast? It's a conversation. In conversations, what do we talk about? We talk about where did you come from? What's your origin story? What happened? What struggles you go through? That's how you connect with them. How did you overcome them? What results have you got? That builds the trust with them. And then you share about your life and your journey and what you do now, and that connects with them. Right? So it's the perfect accelerator for everything talked about in this freaking report. I feel like I should title this more about podcasting than anything else. Without further ado, let's talk about the last lesson that YouTube shared around why people watch in 2025. The last reason why people watch in 2025, the thing that you need to adopt more than anything else in 2025 for your channel to grow your business is to consistently post more content. Above anything else, the more consistent you are with your videos, with your podcast, with the content that you post, you will continuously attract more community, more trust, more opportunity. People are far more impressed with the consistency of somebody than how well you do one video. Because if I only watch one video of you a month, that's only 12 videos versus the person that posts weekly, that's 52 videos. How much more likely am I to trust and follow someone's recommendation if I watch more videos of them? It's going to be of the person I watch more content. So you need to consistently post more content. In order to consistently post more, you have to have a system and strategy to make that happen. So if you want my system and strategy for how I post all this content and how I post all my clients' content, because we do that for them, then click on the link in the description. I'll walk you through everything that we do and how you can replicate it for yourself absolutely for free. Give us your email and we'll send it to you, and you can start making 2025 the year that you make it happen. Without further ado, thank you guys so much. Click on that subscribe button so you can get notified when more episodes come out, because I want to continue bringing you more value in 2025. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Peace.